I'm wearing Crocs socks. Is that all right? Nobody cares.
No. Last time I said welcome, so you do it this time.
Welcome. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
We're starting the show. This is the first show of 24.
Wow.
Well, we're going to talk about what we're going to tackle in the coming year. There's lots of different projects, lots of things we're going to talk about. We're going to interview a whole bunch of people. We're going to bring some people in. We're going to go out. We might set up another chair. We don't know yet. We'll see how it goes.
Tune in and see. It's going to be a little bit of a...
No, it's going to be an exciting year. I don't make resolutions. Do you?
I do not.
No, I've never made a resolution.
No.
No.
That's not the way I am. People
No.
ask, oh, what do you do for protection before you go to a, location? Follow me here. It does connect. And I say nothing because I do it every day. So same with resolutions.
Plus, I find that
so much pressure.
it's too much pressure. I figure I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing. You do the best you can and move on.
Exactly. Search for your joy.
And that's it. So
Keep
there's
going
nothing
for
I
it.
need to start or change. I do
No.
like getting over the holidays though. I
Yeah.
like January. The fact that it's like a Monday to me. I'm a
is.
Monday person.
No, me too. Me too.
I was always like that.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
I like Monday mornings. I like to say, okay, get dressed. Oh, but I'm not dressed today. I'm just-
No, we're doing the hoodies today. It's
doing
a
the
big
hoodies
cold
today.
hoodie day.
It's a cold day.
No, I agree. I think, enjoy that holiday, but I love putting that stuff away.
I love cleaning the house.
Yeah,
and
it's
getting
so
it all
good.
out. Yeah, I know,
So
bah
good.
humbug for me, but
No,
that-
not at all. Not at all. I know people who leave it up for 12 days, or...
Yeah. No, we still have the tree in the house, but the outside stuff. Now we always have something on the porch. We always have lights year round, so that doesn't. Now we have a winter scene.
We used to have a house in Somerville on West End Avenue that would just leave the tree up, remember? You
Yes.
drove right by Tim Hortons, you drove by, and we loved it because it would change every holiday. So it would
Yeah.
be like the Thanksgiving tree, the Christmas tree, the Valentine's tree.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do. We
good
change
idea.
the colors. We change the colors.
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day we had the red lights. St. Patty's are green lights.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, it gives my son a sense of celebration. Because
Absolutely.
I am like, yeah, whatever, but it's nice that, his mother, puts that so he understands,
course.
hey, it's the St. Patty's Day, or hey, it's Valentine's Day.
You do it for the kids, of
Yeah,
course. I
it-
do the same for my daughter, absolutely.
Yeah, it
She
makes it-
lives
makes
for
it-
every holiday.
It makes it fun.
Yeah. Somebody had a birthday.
Oh, yeah. Well,
He's now
60. I am 60 years old.
60. I wasn't going to say it.
No, I don't care. I mean,
Cheers.
what am I supposed to do about it?
Nothing.
You can't
Let
stop
me
what's
know.
coming.
And, yeah.
So,
Let me know.
no, it's fine, and I got
Because I'm not there yet.
yeah. Everybody chipped in, and they bought me a new laptop,
Nice.
so I can finally try to edit instead of with
Oh,
the dinosaur
nice.
that's back over there.
I got you a doll.
Yes, let's. You brought your toys.
I did.
Is this okay? Well, let's
I did.
let's
I
talk
brought my
about it.
toys. I brought my toys. Somebody was talking to me recently about haunted objects. And a lot of people are creeped out by dolls. If you're creeped, I really want to know this. Please. We always ask for comments, but I really want to know, are you creeped out by dolls? A lot of people are. Are you?
I got
Not
Gelman
but-
over there.
But not like, some of the dolls are creepy.
Yes. No.
I'm not talking about Annabelle, but some of the locations we go to, they have dolls in a room. They have a doll room.
Yeah. I
And
love it.
I'm fine with it. I don't even, whatever.
We used to have mannequins. We still have. We have lots of mannequins because we set up for. We're called the Trick or Treat House.
Right.
We have a sign out front. We were named that by a little girl. Because we do scenes on our porch. Well, I can't see anyway.
It's one of your 5 pairs of glasses.
Yeah, one of my 5 pairs. We do scenes for Halloween, and I really get into it. I usually do sets from movies.
That's fantastic.
That's really what I like to do. We don't just decorate like spooky stuff.
Well,
it's
same
like
here.
it means something. Or Christmas, we usually do it too. Like last year, I had the Christmas Carol. I had Scrooge, and we have all the mannequins.
I
and
love
dummies.
that.
Yeah, we go nuts. Anyway, so
You dress
one day,
up. I love it.
one day, the mother of the little girl, she goes in front of the house and she says, you know, my daughter calls you the trick-or-treat house.
Aww.
So my wife went out and made a sign called the trick-or-treat
Oh,
house.
I love it.
So we
love
try
it.
not to get too spooky because we have a lot of kids that they're looking to see what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we also do little Halloween movies.
Oh, that's right. I love your little movies.
The little movies, yeah,
Tell them about one. Tell
Yeah,
them, just
well,
pick one.
we
They're
started-
they're
oh.
like little vignettes.
Yes. We did it as a joke. We did. Oh, I know why. The very first one we did the Munsters, the opening of the TV show The Munsters, because Richard was the right age to play Eddie Munster.
And he's so good.
He looked perfect. He looked just like
That's his
him.
son, by the way. He
Yeah.
looks so good.
And my father was. We always have my father in it. And,
So good.
and we dressed up and we did the opening scene. I know I'm dating myself, but
We already
it's-
did that.
I know, but see, they changed it. The Munsters have 2 openings. We did the original.
Okay.
Then they switched it to where Herman Munster crashes through the door or something.
I remember the crashing one.
Yeah,
but
that's we didn't do that. We did the original where he.
Maybe.
The best one was Night of the Living Richards
I love that one.
because we did Night of the Living Dead, and my father-in-law has the same car.
Oh wow.
Not
That car.
not the
That
exact same car, but the
car.
same year. Same. It was it's a '68 Pontiac, I believe.
I
is in
remember the
movie.
car. I remember the car.
He has a '68 Olds, but we shoot in black and white, and we did the scene, and everybody can't. You know, my wife, who would have thought that she's that great of an actress?
She was great.
She's phenomenal.
They ought to make the day the time changes the first day of summer.
What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock, it's still light.
Yeah, a lot good an extra hour of daylight's gonna do us. You know it's gonna take us like 3 hours to get back. We're not gonna get home till like after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
What, you think I wanna blow a Sunday on a scene like this? You know, we're gonna either have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make a trip like this.
You don't know. Maybe that candy?
No.
Look at this thing. We remember. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to lay this on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth. Well, Mother wants us to remember, so we drive 200 miles out in the country and she stays home.
John, we're here, all right?
We're coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problem.
Oh, look, there's nobody around.
Well, it's late if you gotten up earlier.
Look, I already lost an hour of sleep with this time change.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk. There it is. Oh.
Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning. Hey, church is for praying, huh? Come on.
I haven't seen you at church lately.
There's not much sense in my going to church. Hey, you remember when we were small and come here and you used to get so scared? I used to jump out from that tree right there and frighten you. Boy, Grandpa would be like, "Damn you boys, straight to hell." Yeah, you were frightened.
Stop it, Johnny.
You're still afraid.
Stop it now, I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it, you're ignorant. You're acting like a child.
They're coming to get you. Look, there's two of them right over there. Top that.
That was
pretty good.
That was
so we do
really
these
good.
things, and we all through all kinds of things. We might go into like Christmas movies too, because we
I'd
might
like
want
to make a cameo in one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's fun.
You could make me like the thing with the axe in the head.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just kidding. No, that's
Oh, we
too
did the Wizard of
scary.
Oz. Was this year's?
I remember that.
And I was the monkey. Because
You
that's
were
what
the
she calls me monkey. That's her nickname for me.
okay.
So I was the monkey, and she did a great.
TMI,
witch.
right? No, I'm kidding.
I don't.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
great. It was really great. So that was fun, and but we try to keep it. I always want to go down a darker path, but I figure.
I agree with you. But so what we do is outside, I decorate for the kids. Like every inch is decorated for Halloween, and inside then you walk in and it gets all spooky.
Yeah.
Right, for our party. We have a party with like 40, 50 people. We have a bonfire in the back, like
Wow.
costume theme every year. This year was classic horror. We decided just go with classic horror, Edgar Allan Poe type thing, and I was Nina Harker from Dracula.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
it was
so
cool.
so you have fun like we do.
Oh yeah.
We love Halloween.
Yeah, I get Halloween. I get hotel rooms, and so everyone can stay over.
October in my house is like Christmas.
It's the best.
My son was born in October, so we call it the horror badge. He's building up his horror badge. we let him, get. He was never frightened because, like I said, I had a mannequin in the house, and we were like, "Gee, we should take it out because people are going to come over to the house and think, why does he have a mannequin?"
Right, a little weird.
They used to be all around here, but I needed the space. We have about 7.
Speaking of mannequins, people are freaked out by mannequins.
Yes. So that's how we got in the subject.
Yes, no, but they are. They're
Yes.
freaked out by mannequins.
And that's why I love them.
And there's famous haunted dolls like Annabelle. We all know
Yes,
Annabelle and all that kind of thing. But I'm not going to actually say if this doll is haunted or not.
You're going to have to guess.
Yeah, it may be. It may not be. I got it recently. I won't say where. I got it recently, and so I was just doing some baseline tests on it. I brought my equipment to kind of show everybody what the first things we do.
Now we're
show and tell.
Yeah, show and tell. Science.
Yeah. So I mean, the first thing I think I would do is probably check it with a K2 meter. This is a K2 meter. I mean, most everyone who watches this has some knowledge of ghost hunting or paranormal investigation. So this measures electromagnetic field in milligauss. So so technically she should really not have anything happening, and if she does, it should be pretty flat. Hopefully we don't get any red. So that would be the first thing I would do, is just sort of like check her for anything crazy. I don't really know why that's going off, so let's see.
Now, where did you get this again?
I didn't expect that. Okay, yeah. No, it is going off a little bit, but see, that's pretty flat right there. So that's good. So that's something in the room.
Okay.
You know, just electricity or something like that. But if it starts hitting red, maybe we throw her outside. Hi, it's Jenny, and I'm in Somerville in front of the Wallace House, built in 1776. George Washington and Martha Washington did in fact sleep here. You're watching Ghosts of Somerville TV, and we'll be right back.
Something's different. I don't know what it is. Something feels really different, though. Like something's here.
Anyway, I have another one. I have another EMF meter that I can try on her. That I'm just kind of showing you what I would generally do, not actually going through the steps right now. See, that's not registering, so that's perfect.
Now, what if something was registering? What does that mean?
That'd be interesting. It's just the first step. I don't use the word evidence, and my team, we don't use the word evidence. So these are just, observations, phenomena. We're just trying to get some data right now. So yeah, nothing's coming up on her. It's just a secondary way to measure EMF. There's a whole bunch of different ones. I even have one that says where it's coming from, which is really helpful. So if it does register some electromagnetic field, it will say something like radio. Or, that way you can bust everyone who left their cell phone on and didn't put it on airplane mode, which you're supposed to do in an investigation. Because your cell phone will absolutely register.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so somebody's so excited because it's in their pocket and they forget. So they're like, oh, look! And like their cell phone's in their pocket. So I actually have a new bit of equipment that will say, oh, busted. It's not that. No, she seems pretty flat, which is good. All right. And then the next step I probably would do is I would photograph her. Obviously, I don't have my camera here, but I would take a series of photographs. In paranormal investigation, we always do a series. So a series of 3, a series of 4, and that's really important to do. Not just one photograph, because often we see things manifest. So we'll see it like coming a little bit, getting bigger. Or let's just say I take a picture of her now, right? And everything's good. And then the next picture, it's all funky. Let's say it's blurry or there's like light all over her. And the next one's normal. It's like, what just happened there? Sort of thing. So,
okay.
I mean, that's kind of a simple way to say it. But, so I would photograph her. I would probably photograph her next. And then I would grab the handy dandy digital recorder and probably do an electronic voice phenomena session. So I would ask questions and see if I got any voices back.
Okay.
Like, whose is this? What's your name, little doll? No, really, like, is anybody here that's associated with this doll? That kind of thing. Just asking simple questions. So, I'm gonna give her a little shot, and check her out.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna film it, so I'll upload it, and you guys can see.
Great.
This is just like a simple explanation, but I will actually do an official check of.
Oh, that's exciting.
Now, can I tell you her name?
Yes.
You want to guess?
Cindy Lou.
No.
Oh, that's the Lou.
Cindy Lou, in case you guys didn't know, was having an affair with Helen's husband. So I don't want to spoil anything, but her death, pretty disgusting. It involves an ice machine, but we'll get there.
You gonna talk to me about roosters?
Roosters.
Because I'm fascinated.
Yes, roosters is what I'm going to dive into. It's called Roosters 24. It's a project that we're continuing. It's a book that I wrote when I was like 30 or something like that. And, I don't know when it was, 10 years ago.
How does that work? You just wake up and write a book?
I dreamt it. I dreamt the story.
Dreamed that story.
And it's just a story about it's a horror thriller. It's basically about the super, not even top 1%, above them, rich, that feel that they can do anything and against the bottom, basically. And it's a ghost story. It involves a dead father who was the leader of the secret society Roosters. And what they did, they were a secret society that was came to be back when the country was formed.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. And it's
they're
about
the
the Hall
wealthy ones?
family. It's about the Hall family.
Hall
And
family.
what's really crazy about it, I'll tell you a quick story.
Mm-hmm.
When I did the book and then we turned it into a screenplay, and we were doing the research because my father was a part of it. He's the research guy.
Yeah.
And now, remember, I thought of this when I was 30. The names are
Dreamed it
everything.
when you were
Yeah,
30.
it's crazy. So we're doing the research, and it turns out, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna." This happened in when they signed the Declaration of Independence because they weren't happy about it. They thought that they were going to lose their wealth, of course, right? Because the super rich, this type of rich, wouldn't. They're like universal. They just want their cash. That's all they're interested in. So they wanted to. They had the secret society to kind of like parallel what was happening in the world. And they can control everything. The funny thing is, my father's doing the research, and there is a Senator Hall was one of the signatures on the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, wow. Do you think you subliminally knew that?
I don't know, but it's like the stories are really creepy, and it basically takes place in the 70s. Because it's his dead father, Teddy Hall, who
The
torments his
1970s,
son, who
just
is
to
like
be clear.
against all this.
Okay, so just to be clear, 1970s.
Yes.
Okay, not 1870s,
No,
not
no. The
1770s.
story takes place in the 70s.
Okay, no.
Between Travis, the son of Teddy Hall, who is gone and haunts his son to carry on the tradition, and his son doesn't want to do it. So it's a battle between the son and his dead father, who haunts them to try to keep going. But his son is very much against the way these people carry themselves.
And it goes back to the Revolutionary
Goes all the way
War.
back.
But it does.
Well,
I mean,
there's
that's-
lots of secret societies. Skull and Bones.
Yeah,
and
the Masons. Yeah.
Mason. I mean, so it's. Now the side note is, my father secretly submits this to cans.
No, he didn't. He didn't tell you.
Didn't tell me.
Your dad.
Well,
is
no,
so-
he did. Well, afterwards, and I'm like, why would you send it to cans? I mean, that's the world.
Oh,
That's-
like Cannes in
Yes,
French.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Like the film
big
festival,
one,
the Cannes
big
Film
one,
Festival.
the big
Okay.
one. Okay, so I'm thinking, why don't you just submit it to like some, mom and pop
Why?
festival?
We go big here.
That's who we are.
We go big.
Forget all about it. The summer comes of that year. This is 2017. He's going through his emails. He happens to look in the email that he doesn't normally. He's deleting things, and there's an email.
My heart.
We won first place. We won first place for Thriller Suspense.
What?
For Roosters. And we didn't know until 6 months after the fact. He happened to be going through his emails to get rid of stuff.
No way.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
That's such a good story.
So I still don't believe it because I have they could send you a big thing you hang on the wall. And I still go up to it and I look and I'm thinking,
No way.
now does that really say that?
Is it in English?
Yes. But so that's interesting and that's exciting. So
very
we
exciting.
started to shoot this, me and Eric Wren, He stars in The Hid. He stars in...
I remember him.
He was in Old Dutch.
Yes.
He also runs Somerville Cover.
Oh, okay.
That's who you see taking pictures around town.
He's very good.
Yes. So we...
Has he always acted? I mean, or did
No,
you
no,
just,
no, I got him
did you
into it.
discover him? Okay.
He came here to interview me for Somerville Cover, which I'll put the link in the description.
Yes, yes.
The original interview,
Yeah.
I guess around that time, 2018, before the pandemic.
Hang on,
And
the
so
police
he,
are coming for
yeah,
us.
there's something somebody's coming. He came in to interview me for Somerville Cover, which I'll link to the
I love it.
yeah, the video. And you can see us talking. He talks about all the stuff I've done.
How
And
cool
I said,
is
well,
your
maybe
dad?
I said maybe we'll work together. Who knows? So then we just kind of kept talking, and I said, hey, this project is so big, I need collaboration.
Yeah, you need collaboration.
So we started to just do some test shootings, and we shoot in black and white. It's a black and white film.
That's your preference.
That's always.
Always.
And so it started to get some legs, and then the pandemic happened, shut everything down. Then we realized it was so big, it was tough to get back into. Then I started doing the smaller projects, and then GOS Somerville happened, and I'm like, well, I really can't do it. It's too big. It's too many characters. I was never intending to ever shoot this when we turned it into a screenplay.
Oh no, you need.
I was like, that would cost a fortune.
so good.
But I kept watching the footage. This was back in December.
Okay.
I kept looking at the clips because we have some clips online, and man, it really made me excited again. So then I decided, you know what? I got to practice what I preach. I always say, don't climb. If you see a big mountain, maybe not try to climb the whole thing the first night. Maybe go up to here and camp for a night, and then go up to there and camp for that night, and then work your way up.
So
and I
good.
was like, I always say, don't try to make the movie that you wish to make the one you can make right now. So it's like, all right, I think I can do it. I've done The Hid.
Right.
I know how the gears work. I can cost effectively make this. I always wanted to shoot it like a play because it is a play.
I really enjoyed The Head. As
But
you know.
it'll be close. It'll be kind of like that, shot like that. But we can do it. So then, I called him up. I said, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah. It's 24. What am I waiting for? It's 24. What are you waiting for?
No, exactly.
So it's like,
you have all these little great sayings.
yeah, because you know what it was when I got done with The Hid.
You say, screw it, just do it.
Yes.
That's my favorite.
But when I got done with The Hid, I was like, oh, because it was stressful, it was expensive,
Yeah.
and it was time consuming, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. I just, we'll just do this for the winter, and we'll have fun. But see, the artist in me, it only took 2 weeks.
Irrepressible.
It took 2-3 weeks of me not doing some big thing.
Yeah.
That I got antsy, and then when I saw the clips, I was like, you know what, we can do this, and it's awesome. It's an award-winning script.
Exactly.
Let me just find the actors and come up with the money, and we'll put it together and make it a series, because it really should be a series.
Absolutely. If it won that award, doesn't that give you the
Because it
courage?
takes place over time, and there's interesting characters, and there's murder, and there's
I envision like that could be any time.
That's really what it is.
It could be in ancient Egypt. It could be in 1776 United States. Like it could be anywhere.
It could be right now.
It could,
look
be,
at
it could be any year.
The manipulation that goes on, it's just so... It's
There'll
so
always be the
easy
haves
to
and
believe.
have-nots.
It's easy to believe.
Yeah, of course.
You're like, oh, you know what? That would happen. I can see that.
Sure. There's always going to be the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah, and they have so much that they just think they can control everything.
Yeah, and money will always be associated with that. I mean,
And-
except for the wonderful philanthropists and all that. But
Yes.
even then, they have control.
Yeah, there's always and it was, so that's what it's basically about. And a story of his dead father who haunts his son, and they battle it out all the way to the end, and he finds a love interest, so he thinks he's going to leave, and the father's like, it's really...
That father is the ghost of and Christmas everything.
Yeah. So
What
that's what we're going to tackle this year.
What about roosters? Where does that title come from?
It was a dream. It was a dream. I don't know where it came
The
from.
Hall family.
I just, that's how I think. And I typed up the script or the book, you know, when I was 30, and then forgot about it. And then after I did Mary Halley and Queen of the Crazy Ones, the musical that got me into New York, I was like, well, what do we do now? My father, of course, said, well, what about that book you did? I was like, I don't have it. And he dug up some old floppy disk drive from an old computer that it was on.
No, he did
Yes,
not.
he has everything.
Your father's incredible.
And he made that happen. And then when we were done with the book, he said, well, let's turn it into a script. I don't know. And he made that happen. And bing, bang, boom, here I am.
Your dad is just incredible.
Well, he's, you know, he can do anything. And he's the one that he will go for it. He doesn't just do this. He goes for that.
Yes.
And I would never have submitted it.
He doesn't have limits. He doesn't have that
no,
ceiling.
doesn't have
No
a ceiling.
ceiling.
No ceiling.
No ceiling.
And thank goodness, because look what happened.
I know, and may we all live like that. I mean, it really.
Yes.
Like, we put our own limits on ourselves, and we're starting to get a little campy here. But seriously, your dad is a perfect example that that's really true.
Yes. Yes. And he keeps pumping out books. He has like 25 books out. He keeps writing, and it's like...
And he's how old? 80?
He'll be 84, I think, in February.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, absolutely. I'm a huge believer in, like, why shouldn't the second half of your life be just as good, if not better?
It's unbelievable.
Than the first
yeah, he
half.
worked in Bell
Like,
Labs
who made that up?
Yeah, I know. He worked in Bell Labs for 34 years, then was
Yeah.
a real estate appraiser for 34 years, or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's a writer for 20.
He just reinvents himself. He's like the Great Gatsby.
Yeah, it just keeps going, going. So that's how this all happened. It's like, and that's why I was sitting here and I'm thinking, well, why wait? You know, I'm not going to have the budget to do the movie that I wanted to do. Let's just do what we can. And we're going to start shooting right away. And we're going to bring the people that I worked with on the hit in.
I'd love to meet them.
I'm going to bring Linda down here. She's going to play my wife.
She's just outrageously talented.
Yes. And Dee, the star of the hit, is going to be in this as well.
You have to
We're just going to
watch
bring everybody and bring them in. And now that I've worked with them, we'll figure it out.
it. Yeah, you figure it out.
We'll figure out the money later. It doesn't matter.
No, you know, it's true. It's true. And plus, don't forget, we got to turn this into a train car.
So don't wait. I think the moral of the story there is like, it's 24. What do you know, just...
Yeah. Yeah, going back to the
Go for it.
resolution thing.
Yeah.
You know, don't wait. And you make a good point. People wait till I have this. So
Yeah.
when I just get, you know, this.
Yeah, I always said that. If I only had this, if I only had this, if
when I
you
have the
wait to
money.
have it, it never happens.
Yeah, exactly. When I have the money, when I have the resources, when I have the, you know, why?
I mean, when the pandemic happened, I lost the acting, you know, the television shows were all shut down. So I'm sitting here in this place saying,
so
well,
you
what am I
weren't
going to
acting.
do? It was a
Right.
very scary time. All the fellow actors are like, what are we going to do? And I said, well, I'll put a movie out. And I was like, what am I have no idea what I'm doing. And I was like, I have no actors. So I said, well, I'll make it here and I'll make the character a computer and I'll make the mannequin, you know, so it's like I just use what I had.
Right, look around the room.
Yeah, and that's how you have to, that's what I mean, is you think small. You don't try to do this, you do this.
Right.
I can do this.
Right.
And that's what I did, and that's
Right.
how it started.
Right. Do what you can with what you can.
I had a Canon T3i. I mean, the camera cost $200.
It's just so good.
You know, the makeup I used was clay. I bought at Michael's for $10. But
Such a good story.
But see, the reason is I sold it as a campy Saturday morning creature feature. You know, I didn't try to make you to believe that it was this high budget thing.
Right.
So I figured if you realize that, oh, it's supposed to look like this,
Right.
job done.
Makes a big difference.
Then you can get away with it.
Hello, Father. You have the whole world in your hands.
found a world that has gone mad, full of ignorance and hate. And you know how I hate it.
I wish to feel the sun upon my face.
I love it. It's so inspirational.
So
it really
our
is.
24 is busy. What about yours?
Very.
Tell us, give us something that you thought about maybe always wanting to do, and you saw this episode and you said, you know what, I'm going to do it.
Definitely.
That's what I want to hear.
Definitely, definitely. And everybody who does what I do has a dream location, you know, where they want to go. If they want to go to Waverly Hills, or they want to go to, you know, Alcatraz or whatever kind of thing to investigate. So it's one of my favorite questions. Like, if you could investigate anywhere, where would you go?
Yeah.
But so if you have any paranormal investigators out there, or even, you know, amateur paranormal investigators, there's no, you know, there's no professionals in this field. We're very clear about that all the time. We're like, nobody's a professional. You might be on TV or whatever, but you're not a professional. What would you like to investigate? And it could be around here.
Yeah.
You know, I paid my little visit to the hotel the other day.
I saw that.
The Hotel Somerset. Hi, it's Jenny from GOS of Somerville. I'm in the heart of downtown Somerville in front of the Hotel Somerset. This hotel was built in 1748 and it has a reputation for being haunted. In fact, in 2014, they called in some real life Ghostbusters to investigate because people were being tickled both on their necks and on their feet. I can see that being annoying, but even more annoying, they were having their shoes rearranged. I don't think that would be very much fun getting ready for work. Anyway, they also captured a voice of a young girl asking for help on a sad note, and they were able to capture shadows as well. So we have a real life haunted hotel here in Somerville. Would you stay here? I know I would. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to stay overnight there. And I would like to film it.
You think they'll let you?
I think we have to ask, is what you just were saying.
Just gotta, instead of just saying, I'd like to do it, let's do it.
I wonder, can you get a room there?
I don't know. I don't know.
I wonder if they would just let me stay overnight. Even if I stayed in the room, it sounds to me like the whole place has activity. Now, they may have, they called people in to get rid of the activity, which is unusual.
Yes.
We're talking about the Hotel Somerset on Main Street.
The oldest working tavern in the country.
Yep, yep.
George Washington troops stayed there.
Yes, they did. They did. And they also stayed at the Wallace House, obviously.
Yes,
George
yes.
Washington stayed at the Wallace House in Somerville for 6 months with his wife and all his troops.
Which is open. The museum is open for tours.
Yeah, yeah, go
Come
there.
see Paul.
Go there and
Yeah.
look out the window of the bedroom. That's what I did. And look at the field where all the tents were. And then you can really just close your eyes and think, like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Something
I mean,
else.
it's one thing George Washington slept here, but George Washington lived here for 6 months. I kind of was just like touching the bed, going, wow, you know, my first president of this country.
There it was. Interesting.
I just thought about him walking out the hallway, you know, to go get breakfast or something, you know, like something so mundane.
Yes.
So cool. So cool. That's why we do this. Bring history to life. That's why I do this.
Yes. So do it. Let's check it out.
Yeah. Check it out. Definitely.
Well, the tea has gotten cold.
Okay.
And when the tea gets cold.
Yeah, especially in our night. Look at our thing still going off.
Oh dear.
Still going off.
We got readings. We got readings.
We got the K2 meter going off.
So until next time.
Until next time, we got lots of fun stuff coming up. Happy New Year.
Yes, and
stay with us.
Go do it. Just go do it.
Go do it. And please like and subscribe if you would.
Absolutely.
It helps us help
We're up to
others.
38. We're up to 38 subscribers.
That's great.
We need 1,000.
No, but we
folks.
appreciate you, 38 people, and no, we do. We need to.
No, it's great.
It
we'll
helps
get there.
us. It helps us help
But
artists.
again, about the mountain climbing, we're not looking for
Exactly.
1,000. We're going to look for 100.
Exactly, and we're not looking for this for us so much as for things we can produce and
Yes.
give and help our community and introduce historical buildings to you and help young artists who are actors who are really amazing and have a lot of talent.
Yes, because we're gonna do some recreations on this show.
Exactly. So help us, help them.
Yes, because we are going to do the train somehow.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be like a recurring
Yeah,
series.
we'll get there. And,
But we just wanted to come to you tonight, cozy night.
yeah.
Say Happy New Year.
Yeah, that's it.
Start the new year off right.
All right, we'll see you next
Have a
time.
good night. See you soon.